Today we're going to be taking a look at the best tow bar wiring options for your 2012 Dodge Ram pickup. If you are flat towing your Ram, you will need some kind of tow bar wiring because we want to be able to accept the light signals from our motorhome and transfer them to our Ram pickup. That way when we're going down the road, everybody knows what's going on. If we hit our brakes, put our turn signal on, or if it's dark out, we have our taillights on. Now when it comes to the wiring itself, we're going to have three basic types. We're going to have a bulb and socket kit, a diode kit, and the removable magnetic lights. Now each one of them is going to have its own benefit, so let's take a closer look. Our bulb and socket kit is going to completely bypass our vehicle's wiring because we're going to be adding a new separate bulb to our taillight housing. Since we are going to be adding that new bulb to the housing, we are going to have to drill a hole into the back of our taillight. Now the benefit of that is that we are going to be bypassing the electrical. We're not going to have to splice in at all. We're not going to have to worry about any kind of feedback or any kind of shorts that may arise causing damage to our vehicle's wiring. Our bulb and socket kits are going to come in two different type of configurations. We're going to have an incandescent bulb like we have here, but they're also available with LED bulbs. If I were going to do a bulb and socket kit on my Ram, I would definitely go with the LED bulbs because once we have these installed, we're going to have to seal around the socket so moisture doesn't get inside, and an LED bulb is going to last a lot longer and we're not going to have to worry about replacing that incandescent bulb. Our diode wiring, on the other hand, is actually going to use our vehicle's wiring to get that signal. Now we are going to have to splice in. Our diodes are also going to protect our vehicle's wiring though from any kind of feedback or any shorts that may arise on the motorhome end, because it's only going to allow electricity to flow one direction, so we don't have to worry about anything happening to our vehicle. And with our diodes, there's not going to be any kind of exterior change or any cosmetic change at all. Once we have them installed, you're not going to know they're there unless you pull the taillight all the way out. Both the bulb and socket and the diode wiring kits are going to be a great permanent solution if you plan on flat towing your Ram very frequently, opposed to our removable magnetic lights, which are going to be a temporary or even an emergency type of situation use. They're going to have magnets on the bottom, and we're going to be sticking them to some metal surface on our Ram, and then we're going to have to run a wire up to the motorhome that'll send the signal to our lights. There are wireless versions available where we're not going to have to worry about this bundle of wire, but they still are held on by magnets and not a permanent solution. We are going to be completely bypassing our truck's electrical system with these, and we're not going to have to do any kind of changes to our taillights. However, this is going to require an extra step every time that we hook up our truck. So to sum everything up, our bulb and socket as well as our diode kit are going to be a great permanent solution if you tow your Ram frequently. Our bulb and socket is going to have the benefit that we're going to bypass that wiring on our truck and not have to worry about anything. However, we are going to have to drill that hole in our taillight. The benefit to our bulb and socket is that if we do ever decide to change our tow bar wiring, we can replace the taillight assembly and it'll be back to stock. However, with the diodes, we did cut the wire and we are splicing in. So it is going to be a little bit more work to splice those wires back together, but from all of our experience with customers, these diodes are extremely durable and very reliable. Also with our diodes, we're not going to have to worry about seeing that extra bulb inside of our taillight because it's not going to change the look. All the diodes are going to be behind the taillight assembly. We're not going to have to worry about changing any bulbs like with the bulb and socket, whether it be an incandescent or an LED bulb. Now our removable magnetic lights, I really wouldn't consider these an option unless you want to have them as a backup. If I were making a decision about tow bar wiring, I would definitely go with my diode wiring kit. Purely because I know they're reliable, they're not going to change the look of my Ram, and once they're installed, I'm not going to have to worry about anything else. And that'll finish up the look at the best tow bar wiring options for your Dodge Ram pickup.